If you've decided to file a mechanics lien in Massachusetts, this step-by-step video will break down the entire process for you. As always, make sure you've met your preliminary notice requirements before you dive into filing a Massachusetts lien yourself. The first thing you want to do is to make sure that your mechanics lien documents have all of the legally required information. Massachusetts liens are a two-part filing process, with a notice of contract or notice of subcontract that needs to be filed first, and then a statement of amount due filed afterwards. A notice of contract needs to include the date of contract, the property owner's information, your information, and a legal property description. A notice of subcontract will need the same information along with some contract information as well, like the contract price, all agreed upon or pending change orders, any disputed claims, and payments received. As for a statement of amount due, this form needs to include an accurate account of the amount due, a brief property description, names of the owners, the name and address of the claimant, and the labor or materials furnished to the property, though they're not required. After you filled out your notice of contract or subcontract and the statement of amount due, you should sign the documents and get ready to file your Massachusetts lien. Before you go filing, you'll need to determine whether the property is recorded land or registered land. This will determine which office your lien documents need to be filed in. If it's recorded land, it's most likely that the notice can be e-recorded with the Registry of Deeds. This makes the process easier, but you must make sure to send the notice to the parties by mail after it is recorded. However, if it is registered land, the requirements are a bit different. You'll want to call the Registered Land Recording Office for the county to verify where the notice must be sent. The notice of contract should be filed the earlier of either 60 days after the notice of completion, 90 days after a notice of termination, or 90 days after the last day of furnishing labor and materials. In Massachusetts, the earlier the better, and although it's not required, it's a good idea to send a copy to the owner in GC after you filed. As for the statement of amount due, this needs to be filed the earlier of either 90 days after the notice of completion, 120 days after the notice of termination, or 120 days after the last day of furnishing labor or materials. The statement is basically your final mechanics lien claim. Once you filed, it's time to serve notice. Massachusetts only requires the lien to be served in certain circumstances. General contractors aren't specifically required to serve the lien on the property owner, but again, it's best practice to do so. For all other parties who don't have a direct contract with the property owner, they're required to send a copy of the lien to the owner by certified mail. Return receipt requested as well. Once these have been filed and served, your Massachusetts mechanic lien is ready to get you paid. While this is a powerful tool to get you paid, it's not the end of the story. A Massachusetts mechanics lien stays effective for 90 days from the date the lien was filed. And you'll want to make sure you either initiate a foreclosure action or release the lien before your lien expires. We hope this video has been helpful. Filing by yourself is a daunting task, but if you're ready and willing to go it alone, just follow the steps above to ensure your lien is filed properly. Don't forget, we're always here if you want to take the stress out of filing a mechanics lien. If you have any other construction payment questions, head over to Levelset.com to get payment help from lawyers or live chat with one of our payment experts. If you want to see more construction payment videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And remember, payment help is here.